exactly anything to do with bushcrafting. I'm at the funeral of a friend here in East Finland, in the lakeland. We'll be staying here a couple of days, and I have a quite interesting knife to do a review on, the Tops Woodcraft. Have that with me, and we'll do some natural hikes also there where we are at. But now we're visiting Savonlinna city. This is the castle of Olavinlinna, medieval castle. So actually, I've never visited it inside. I've always been here outside. Also here have been with a boat many times, but I never visited inside that. And I know my girlfriend wanted to see it inside, so now I'm going there. Very beautiful, nicely built on a rock between the two lakes. Here's the lake Pihlajavesi, and on the other side is the lake Haukivesi. It's part of this Saimaa lake system, which is one of the biggest lakes in Europe. Interesting. Just wanted to show one interesting thing. This has got to be one of the most interesting toilets I've ever seen. So it's here, very narrow passages here. Here is one way to the towers, and then straight here, very narrow. Quite interesting. So the castle is there, but I just wanted to show these boats. So these boats are kind of a big part of Finnish lakeland history. They were called church boats, and the idea was that local communities, villages had these, and they were able to go to a church either here in Savonlinna or big churches in other communities with these boats on Sundays, and they were used also for other purposes. So they were kind of owned with different communities and villages, and people rode them. They were able to go really fast with these. It's a beautiful smell of tar here. It's inland ship. You can do lots of nice tours here around this archipelago. And there's also, well, these are big, but I've seen much bigger boats also, but yeah, very beautiful. It's beautiful, the smell of tar. So you could see these all over Lake Saimaa back in the days. So we are visiting here few days in the eastern lakeland in a community or village called Punkaharju, and we went also yesterday to the castle, which is beautiful, and we did some touristic things because my girlfriend Aino has not visited this area at all, so wanted to show it. So I have my family roots here. I always visit the grave of my grandfather, and yeah, and actually also here now in a funeral. That's why I came here. A dear friend passed away, and I'm now doing a small walk just here. We'll do the review. See if I find some nice place to do it. Yeah, so I came from the eastern Finnish lakeland yesterday. It was a very nice trip. I will head there in 2 weeks again to a friend's summer house to do some fishing. That was a bit sad trip because of the funeral, and I couldn't manage the review. I couldn't do it there because it was immediately started to pour rain, and then it was quite rainy, and then I just didn't have the time. So now I'm here back at home, on the home shelter, so to speak. I've been looking also a bit chanterelles, seen some birds. Actually found yesterday the first chanterelles of the year. So they always come at kind of early July, but it's only a luck if you manage to find them so early. So the proper season starts in 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even more. So when they start to come in the forest, now they only come in this kind of sand, besides sand roads or something very dry, so you can find them. So I find yesterday some nice catch, so I can do some sauce with the meat of that. Yeah, but this knife is very interesting. It's one of the most interesting knives that I have, and in that sense I do actually like it. I do like it. Very interesting. You have this wedge here, kind of aggressive almost a belly chimping, which is actually quite nice, not too aggressive. Quite thick blade, but then again very slicey. I don't have now any food here to show it, but it's very slicey, and I could imagine very nice with opening up a fish, for example. So that's always kind of looking around of those kind of good bushcraft fishing knife crossover. So this could be really nice. Also with the Micarta, which is kind of creepy. So I like the handle actually quite a bit. Maybe you would have a fatigue or a bit like hotspots with a long run, so it's not a like true bushcraft knife. But let's see if I can manage to do some. I haven't actually done any woodwork. The edge geometry is a bit interesting, quite steep. Yeah, that's very good feathers, actually. Yeah, the angle is quite steep. Notice it doesn't carve that well, but just those feathers. So maybe it's actually quite good. And it was slicey enough. I may back it up a bit. So because I really want this to excel on slicey things, but as you see with this kind of edge geometry and with the belly, very good feathers. So yeah, no issues whatsoever. But with carving, it's just not that good, really. But so as a camp knife, you can prepare food. You can prepare food with this, baton a little bit with this for sure. As you see, prepare a fire easily. Nice with feathers. Yeah, and like I said, it's not perfect. It definitely isn't perfect, but there's something that I really do like it. I like about this. The originality, the curvy belly. For example, I have the Brisa Nesmuk. That's very lousy with, for example, with opening up a fish or as a hunting knife. I believe this would be very good hunting knife also. And yeah, the sheath is very good. One of the best quality leathers that I actually have of any sheets. I don't really like too much this type of button clip, how do you say, button sheets, because when you open it, you will slice always the leather. I don't know if it's a big issue, but I'm kind of aware of that, and you can't put this behind or anything, so you need to maybe hold it with another hand or with another finger when you pull it out. But it's sturdy, so it won't open up really easy. Much better, for example, than the Bravo sheet that I have, which has the very loose, but this is a bit better and much sturdier. Also, it won't drop immediately if the button would be opened. The Bravo will just drop, so much better. So I like double stitching here. Yeah, the only thing that bothers me a bit with this is the price, I must say. So it's almost $200, so I really can't recommend this as a value, I won't say. Also the steel, $10.95, don't know, have some experience of it. It's okay, carbon steel, but it definitely isn't a super steel. I'd say ATCRV2 is even better, and that's also a budget steel. So you have a budget steel, interesting historical knife, very good in my opinion, especially if you are looking at this kind of compact camp knife. Yeah, sure, very very nice. And like I said, I like it. I really do like it, and I see me using it. But the price, if this would be more close to 100, 30, 40, even 100, I don't know, then I would recommend this highly. But with 200, the competition is just massive. Nowadays, you get really good quality knives, so even under 100 euros. So, for example, the Jääkäri, Puukko's or Peltonen or everything. So, yeah, but it's very nice, and I like the historical background for sure. Made in USA. Yeah, tops Woodcraft. But hey, I'm continuing here. Have a great day, everybody. See you later.